Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. I think for about 4 to 5 minutes, I just forgot I was the evaluator. I was so into the story. Then I realized, oh, okay, I was supposed to evaluate his speech. Such was his impact on the speech. I think everybody in the room can repeat the story from start to end. Do you agree on that?
Yeah. Yes.
So such a nonchalant speech it was. It was so treat to watch and good on the ears to listen. He had all the body language, everything was in place, everything was just apt. Best things was the usage of the basic project, a basic speech foundation like a project 234. He had every aspect, he nailed every aspect of project 234. I think when I evaluate, I look into the main 234 projects, and I think this was epitome of all of that. But one thing I can see is, so when we started this story, we pretty much knew that how this was going to end. When he started, he didn't have desires. We kind of predicted that at the end, he would come back to the similar aspect. But if I read the project objectives, one point it says was to have a twist. I was expecting some kind of a twist in the story where it just past the predictable path and gives us something else. That was one thing I was looking in the speech. And one other thing which confuses me as audience is initially the character was built up saying he didn't have any desires. But again, when we come to the end, we see that the moral was control your desires. So I see there is a little tiny gap between the setup and the moral. And we all know that we cannot be without any desires. But how do we control desires? That was the question I was looking, that was the answer I was looking in the whole story. We can't be without any desires, that is something we all can agree, but how do we control desires? If there was any pointers for us which would help us to control our desires through the speech or the story, that would have been, I think, the perfect ending. But the speech was superb. There was no second thoughts about it. There were tiny little points which would have made even great. But I really enjoyed it, and thank you so much.